Okay, I'm back for another arm session. I need to keep the size of these arms that I gained on this bulk. It's so sad, you know. I'm looking at my physique, you know, I check myself out every morning. What can I say, guys? I like to look at myself. So when I check out myself in the morning, you know, I flex my arms, I'm looking at my arms, and they're slowly getting smaller, but that's all from all that extra glycogen in the muscle, from that extra water retention, from all the food that I was eating, and that is slowly going away, and just just by looking at that, you know, it gets me a little bit sad, but I know in the end that's how it's that's how it's supposed to be, you know. That happens every single time you transition from a surplus, you know, from mass gaining phase into a cut. That happens every time, you know. Everything gets smaller. I can even feel my shorts are not as tight on my quads, and but yeah, I'm I'm battling with my I'm having battles in my head, you know, over that, but I'm saying to myself, it's all good. That's part of the process, bro. You're bigger than last year. That's the most important thing. You made progress, so let's just get shredded, not think about anything else, and that's it. That's the goal for the next 12 and a half weeks. 12 and a half, yeah, 12 and a half left. Perfect number. Okay, and enough time. One arm tricep push downs, first one on the menu today for the tries. I'm gonna do single arm stuff and 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps, get everything warmed up, and then I'm gonna do some double arm stuff, you know, both arms at a time, or unilateral, no, bilateral. What's the word? I don't know. Let's just get into the session, man. Tries first, I will film that, then I will do some buys. I won't bother you with that footage, and then we can chat for a little bit, you know, check. I need to I need to check on you guys, see how you're doing. If your bulk or cut is going well. I know it is. I don't I don't have any doubt in my mind that you're pushing hard and pushing towards your goals, guys. Oh, I'm super motivational today. Let's go. Okay. Oh, this is a bit too light. You know, I can up the weight a bit. What the hell? Okay, let's go now. First set. Oh yeah, this is a much heavier. Oh. Okay, what the hell? Yo, man, this shouldn't be happening. You know, I'm stronger than I was last week. I'm pushing more weight. Uh, so yeah, I won't complain. I won't complain. I think that's because I took some pre-workout, and while I was drinking my walking on a treadmill, I was listening to some Jay Cutler motivational videos, and that got me pretty hyped up to train today. Hey man, we can all use some extra motivation from time to time. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about discipline. Discipline is what's gonna get you results, but uh, extra motivation from time to time or every single day, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's only a good thing. Okay, let's go. Tricep push downs, 4 sets, 4 supersets. I'm going wider grip, closer grip, switching up the grips every single set, and that's it. Let's go. Okay, so now that I've got my triceps pretty pumped up, now it's time to give them a little bit of a stretch. So let's do this one. I really like this exercise because I don't do a lot of overhead movements, you know, I just don't find them, I just don't feel them as much as, you know, when I'm pressing down and doing other type of tricep movements. But with this one, you know, when I get my arm in the deep stretch and also I'm using a cable, I'm more stable than with a free weight, and I'm also stable because of this pad right here, you know, because of this setup. It just hits the tricep in the right spot for me. So for any one of you guys that have trouble connecting with, you know, overhead movements, not feeling it, give this one a try. I really like this, and honestly this is by far my favorite movement for the tricep, favorite overhead tricep movement. Okay, but this wouldn't be, you know, this overhead tricep training wouldn't be an issue if I had a machine that had this setup. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. I'm just saying you can always play around with stuff and find a good setup. All you need is a set of cables, and you can have an awesome arm workout. Okay, let's go. Also, I'm switching up the grips every single set. Wide grip, closer grip. Okay, last one for the tricep. Fourth set, I'm gonna do the sevens, so set the weight that I can usually do for like 12 to 15 reps in a straight set, but I'm gonna do like 7 reps, hold the stretch for 7 count, then go another 7 reps, hold the stretch for a 7 count, and do as many as I can. Usually I get like 3 to 4 rounds in a set. Okay, and this is a great finisher because of that stretch that I'm holding, you know, in between working, you know. Let's go. 5, 6, 7. Five, 6, 7. Two, 6, 7. Okay. Woo. Boom. Done. Done for today. A nice, pretty nice arm session. So let's go over the bicep training. For biceps, I did, you know, those one arm cable curls from high up, where I'm pulling and contracting the bicep right here, and then I'm lifting my arm up as I get closer to that peak contraction. I'm lifting my arm up, because as I'm lifting my arm up, I get a better contraction in my bicep, and I like doing that exercise because it really helps me connect better with the muscle. Because we all know, man, if the contraction is getting more and more intense, you will feel the muscle more, and then later on it will be just easier to feel it whatever you're doing, you know. If you feel the contraction more, you will figure out what works for you, what doesn't. You will get bigger muscle, bigger biceps, and then, you know, whatever you do, it will probably feel good. Because honestly, I don't think that when you have like huge arms, I just think that everything feels good. Maybe I'm just maybe that's just in my head, but yeah, I think that's just in my head, because now that I think about it, back is, for example, one of my better body parts, and with some movements I don't connect well with it at all. But yeah, forget about everything I just said about bigger biceps, and about bigger biceps. Just do the things that I told you. Figure out an exercise that you get an awesome pump, awesome contraction, and do that every training session, and build up that famous mind muscle connection that everyone talks about and everyone loves to talk about. Because let's be real, really it really means a lot, when you can connect well with the muscle. I just think it's much easier to have like an exercise selection. You just pick up a dumbbell or pick up a machine. I mean, go onto a machine, you do a couple of reps, and you can already know if you're gonna do that. I mean, if you're gonna benefit from it or not. Okay, so what else? Yeah, I didn't start doing any cardio or tracking my steps this week, because like I said, I have time. I just did a decrease in carbs. From next week we're gonna start full steam ahead. And this weekend, because I'm resting on Sunday I will post a video about what am I doing, how I'm decreasing calories, and I'm just gonna talk about of how to transition, from bulk into a deficit, what you should look out for, what tools are there to use to push the fat loss a little bit more, what you can do, how to trick your brain into not thinking that you're hungry. Okay, that will be maybe a topic for later on when the cut gets pretty freaking serious and when the hunger kicks in. For now, I'm not that hungry. I mean, I am just a little bit, but that's nothing compared to what's gonna that's nothing compared to what awaits me in the future, in the near future, in about 2 months time, something like that, 8 weeks. Then I think it will be pretty, the deficit will be pretty hard in comparison to right now. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't I didn't finish my bicep training, so I did those one arm high cable curls, whatever, 4 sets, 8 to 12. Then I did face away cable curls, single arm, on a cable. I'm facing away from the stack and I'm curling up with my arm behind, like this, behind my torso, behind my body. And last, same thing, 4 sets, 8 to 12. And last thing was hammer curls, 4 sets, 8 to 12. And that's it for arms. Whew. Tomorrow quads. Can't wait. I didn't train them in like 10 days, or maybe, yeah, no, 2 weeks almost. Ooh, that's not acceptable. But hey, I have some wiggle room to play with, because that's, quads are one of my better body parts. But arms, even when I'm even when I'm deloading, I still want to get an arm session in. Get, if I'm going on a vacation and I'm having a deload, I would like to bring, 30, 50, let's say 20. Yeah, I have two 30-pound dumbbells at home, and I would like to bring that, with me if I go somewhere and I'm doing a deload, just to get my arms pumped up, because honestly, I feel that arms can be hit pretty frequently, and that they can recover pretty quickly if you don't destroy them like a maniac. Do like 20 to 25 sets every time you train them. So yeah, and like I said, I don't have wiggle room to play with when it comes to arms. I need to train them as much as I can. I mean, as frequently as I can, as long as recovery is on point, as long as they are not overtrained. But hey, we all have that one body part. For me, that's arms. For you, that might be chest, hamstrings, back, whatever. Okay, now guys, thank you all for watching. what else is there to say? Nothing, man. Tomorrow leg day, weekly test of how bad do you want this, and are you ready to go through the pain, accept the pain, and grow from that pain. Because I can tell you one thing: if you think you're gonna get big quads by, you know, by doing some light fluffy work, I think you're in for a rude awakening. Because at least in my case, I've trained always legs pretty freaking heavy, and they have been one of my strongest body parts. And whenever I did like a lighter session, I felt like my legs recovered pretty quickly, and they were not as taxed as they should be if growth is the result that I'm expecting out of that workout. And also, for some reason, my brain thinks, legs, you every day walk on legs, you use them every single day, and I think like they can take more beating than other body parts. And I think quadriceps are one of the biggest, if not the biggest, muscle group on your body. So yeah, that also says something. Okay, enough of the chit chat. I'm out. I'm hungry. I'm going home. Cream of rice awaits me. Thank you guys. I'm out. Peace out.